Morning, Jail. Good morning, Mr. Kane.
Morning, Your Honor.
All right, we'll get started here. In regards to People versus Hinckley on 251-3695, and that's A, B, and C. Appearances for the record.
Dan Kane on behalf of Mr. Hinckley. We'd waive the reading, enter a plea of not guilty to the misdemeanors and not responsible to the civil infraction. We'd ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel, and we'd ask for a PR bond on these traffic matters, or we can address bond when appropriate.
Good here, but I'm surprised that he's in jail there. Unless he's being held on something else, but, all right, all done. Make sure it, connect with OAC and, let's see. All right, you are all set, Mr. Hinckley. In the matter of People versus Bradley Jean on 252-366, appearances for the record.
Dan Kane on behalf of Mr. Jean. We'd waive the reading, stand mute to the charge, ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel, and we're ready to address bond when appropriate.
All right. Court will enter plea of not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel. You do have court dates coming up. Pre-exam conference is June 12th at 9:15. Preliminary exam is June 18 at 1:30. That's going to be in front of Judge Hoffman. As to bond.
As to bond, Mr. Jean, he is currently gainfully employed. He works at Cardinal Roofing as a roofer. He did tell me that he has another case going on in Tuscola County. He wasn't quite sure on the status of that, and that he is on probation in Tuscola County as well. And he does have some criminal history, Judge. I believe his last conviction was in 2023 for similar charges. We'd ask for a reasonable bond today.
Yeah, there is a bench warrant outstanding out of Tuscola County. Given that bond will be set at 15,000 cash surety, no contact with the victim. All right, all set. In the matter of People versus Themes on 252-361, appearances for the record.
Dan Kane on behalf of Mr. Themes. We'd waive the reading, stand mute to the charges, ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel, are ready to address bond when appropriate.
All right. Court will enter plea of not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel. Pre-exam is June 9th at 9 a.m. Preliminary exam is June 16th at 2:30. They'll be back in this courtroom. As to bond.
As to bond, Judge, Mr. Themes lived here in Saginaw his whole life. He is a single father. He takes care of his one daughter. He does have some criminal history, Judge. I believe it's fairly recent, with some cases going on right now, back from April. And we're not sure on what the status of that is or what that is right now. But we'd ask for a reasonable bond today.
All right. Well, given that the prior record, let me also state on the record that count 2 involves converting a semi-automatic to a full automatic firearm. He does have prior carrying concealed weapon, either charges or convictions. Given the concern for safety of the community and given the nature of the charges, bond will be set at 30,000 cash surety only with GPS lockdown. In the matter of People versus Christopher Macon on 252365. Appearances for the record.
Dan Kane on behalf of Mr. Macon. We'd waive the reading, enter a plea of not guilty, ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel, and we're ready to address bond when appropriate.
Court will enter plea of not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel. Pre-exam is June 12th at 8:45. Preliminary exam is June 20 at 2. That's in front of Judge Fickner. As to bond, please.
As to bond, Mr. Macon's lived here in Saginaw his whole life. He does have one child that he cares for, and he did tell me that he is currently on probation here in Saginaw, I believe on a fleeing and eluding charge. And I do think he has some criminal history, Judge, with similar charges to this. We asked for a reasonable bond today.
He has a lot. He has a lot of criminal charges.
Yeah.
Here, Texas, and Florida, I believe. Given the nature of the charges involved, malicious destruction, 3 counts of that, given also the felonious assault, given the numerous charges, prior record, bond will be set at 20,000, cash surety only, no contact with the victim, no firearms, illegal controlled substances, alcohol. That's the same thing on the other one too, for the last. All right. People versus Mendick on 4538662. Appearances for the record.
Dan Kane, on behalf of Miss Mendick, we'd waive the reading and our plea of not guilty, ask for referral to the office of assigned counsel. And Miss Mendick did tell me that she's currently on a hold for another case, but we'd ask for a personal recognizance bond on this traffic matter.
Yeah, I didn't see but all right. For our plea of not guilty, also of assigned counsel. PR bond. In the matter of People versus Stenka on 246684, 251130, and ticket numbers 4539880 A and B. Appearances for the record.
Dan Kane, on behalf of Miss Stanka, as to the new matters, Your Honor, we'd waive the reading, stand mute to the charges, ask for a referral to the office of assigned counsel, and we're ready to address bond when appropriate.
All right, court winner, plea of not guilty. Set for a plea of not responsible in traffic, set for a pretrial with regard to fail to appear for sentencing on May 19th at 1:30 before Judge Hoffman. Was there a reason why she did not appear?
So, Miss Stanka told me that she's been having some problems. Her mail had been originally going to the Outer Drive address where she lived with her spouse that she currently has a no contact order with. She did give me a new address that she can get mail at going forward, and I can send that over to the court. I don't think that she intentionally tried to miss court, Your Honor. I think she was trying to follow her bond conditions on the other case, and she just had no way to get notice on when to show up. So,
Judge Hoffman has a hold, so we'll notify him that she's in custody and 2,500 cash surety, 10% on the other bond. No firearms, illegal controlled substances, or alcohol. If she were drug tested today, how would she test?
I think she would test positive, Your Honor, but I'm not quite sure on what that is exactly.
Just so that Judge Hoffman has it, why don't we just drug test her and then he can use that in accordance to determine bond. All right, thank you. Jay, if we could drug test her, great, appreciate it. Thank you. In the matter of People versus Gibbons on file numbers 245435, 242671, 245316. Appearances for the record.
Dan Kane, on behalf of Mr. Givens, as to new matters, we'd waive the reading, stand mute to the charges, ask for a referral to the office of assigned counsel, and we're ready to address bond when appropriate.
All right. Court winner, pleas of not guilty. Also, the assigned counsel. As to bonds, please.
As to bonds, Mr. Givens, he is gainfully employed. He works at GZ Mini Market, where he's a stocker and cashier. Told me he doesn't have any other pending cases besides the matters that we're talking about here. And I do believe he has a fairly extensive criminal history. but more than a few years old, Judge. I think his last conviction was in 2009 for some traffic tickets. Based on what he told me, we'd ask for a reasonable bond today.
You gonna stay away from the mini mart or whatever market that is, a little store there on the corner of Woodbridge and Court?
Yes, Judge.
Well, he does have, let's see, 23, 24, 24, these are those. 2009 probation. Where's GZ's Mini Mart at? Where's the store are you working at?
On the corner of Throop and Mason. On the corner of Throop and North Mason, it's a house off the block. On Throop and North Mason. I'm not talking clear enough, on Throop and North Mason.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm just trying to picture it. I can't. There's a house there.
I think, is he talking about?
Yeah, but it's right there off the corner. It's a little store, it isn't a big store. It's a family store, family owned.
Yeah. You gonna show up to court and stay away from that other place?
Yes, sir.
All right. Because these are old cases. Well, yeah, 24 old cases. How long you been working over there?
How long have I been working over there?
Yeah.
About 2.5 years. I worked for him prior before that, but I had ended up going to the hospital for some injuries.
Oh, yeah.
And he always hires me back because he says I'm a good worker. I work hard.
Mr. Gavin, here's the issue I have though, these cases, even though they're a little older, I mean, you're supposed to be away. I don't know what the. Now they're old, okay. That's it. All right, you got PR bond, but you gotta stay away from 1400 Court, okay? So no going to that store on Court in Woodbridge.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're all set. People versus Dean on 251769, appearances for the record.
Dan Cambiap of Mr. King, but I don't. Okay, there he is. We'd waive the reading, stand mute to the charges, ask for referral to the office of assigned counsel, and we're ready to address bond when appropriate.
I have pre-exam on June 13th at 9 a.m. Preliminary exam is June 20 at 10:30. That's in front of Judge Clark. As to bond.
As the bond judge, Mr. King, he's 66 years old. He's lived here in Saginaw his whole life. He does have some criminal history. I know that he's worked with our office on some other cases. I believe maybe 2 other DVs. He wasn't sure on what else might be on his record, Your Honor, but we'd ask for a reasonable bond today.
Personal protection order, at least I think it is. Yeah, there is an extensive record. These charges involve assault with intent to great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation, and then domestic violence is a third offense notice with regard to the domestic violence. Given that, and given the prior record, nature of the charges. Bond would be set at 15,000 cash surety. Does qualify for 10%. No contact with the victim. No firearms, illegal controlled substances, or alcohol. All right. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mr. Kane.
Thank you, Judge.